I'm sitting here under the azure blue African skies. It is winter time, which is why I'm wearing a jacket. But winter time reminds me of a very special time in the northern hemisphere because of snow. But before I go into that, let me preface this little shoot with this thought, this question: where do I belong? Where do I belong in this cosmos, in the grand scheme of things? I'd like to revert back to the snowflake analogy. You know, out of all the billions of snowflakes that have ever fallen, no two are alike. William Bentley showed this decades ago by means of his photomicrographs of snowflakes. No two snowflakes are ever the same. And so when people say to me, "Professor, where do I belong?" I show them this. I show them their footprint or their fingerprint, and I say, you belong, because nobody else has this fingerprint in the entire globe. Nobody has your fingerprint, and nobody else can show me two snowflakes which are identical. Scriptures tell us that God has made us in His image, Imago Dei. And that's where you belong. You belong as part of a great cosmic masterpiece. But if you remove one piece of the puzzle is incomplete. We all know this for those who've built large puzzles. Remove one puzzle piece and the whole puzzle looks terrible because it's incomplete. And I wish to say this as a professor of applied maths and as an astronomer, is that where do you come from? You bear the fingerprint of God. You bear His creation of your very soul. Imago Dei, made in the very image of God. And so next time you're tempted to believe that you are a zero, with no purpose, with nothing to live for, please just look at your fingerprint, if you cannot get to two snowflakes, and just look in wonder and awe, as I often do, and say, God has a purpose for my life. That's where I come from. I come from Him, as the Bible says, and I go to Him for those of Him who want to go to be with Him. And that's my answer, very succinctly so, as to the question, where, oh where do I belong?